He does. However, I think I brought out a side of him that was quite goofy. I'm engaged.
Whoa! Congratulations! Hi, Isabela. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Very excited to be talking about this movie.
Well, it's a great movie. It's a great cast, and you're working with Hollywood and music royalty. What was it like playing Andy Garcia's daughter and Gloria Estefan, who's, I think this is her first starring role.
I know it's incredible. I can't believe that it's her first starring role. I don't believe it, honestly. I'm like,
I don't either.
she's done such a great job with the character, and wow. I mean, Andy Garcia too. He is so much so like Billy in a sense. Like his energy is quite similar. He's a very protective figure. And he treated me as such. And I think it was a wonderful time. I already also knew Adria beforehand because we had done Sweet Girl together. So them two, Gloria and Andy having a best friendship, and then Adria and I like having a friendship prior to, we just kind of, we met and it was just a great group to be around.
Now, what was it like? I've met Andy Garcia like personally and also interviewed him. He's a tough cookie, right? Like he's a perfectionist. Like he wants things done right.
He does. However, I think I brought out a side of him that was quite goofy. I think that's like my goal when it comes to people who are serious. I like to crack them. I like to break them down, and let them know that they don't have to be perfectionists around me. I think that's like as a friend, I like to do that for people. And by the end of the show, I was like making fun of him, and he loved it. He loved it. I mean, like it was just, and he was making fun of me. So we had a very joking, kind of playful relationship for
I
sure.
love that because in the show, in the movie as well, it kind of reflects that in the movie, right? Because he sort of breaks down at the end, not breaks down, but he changes because
Yeah.
he's a hard ass in the beginning, and then he kind of softens up because of his daughters and what they're going through.
Yeah. Maybe life imitates art. But yeah, it was really cool. And I got to, first time I met him, he brought me to his house in LA. He just invited me over and I was so nervous. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I met his wife. I met his dogs. I met just like a lot of his family, and we had a beautiful dinner outside, or sorry, lunch outside in his backyard. And he told us all these home stories, and it already made me feel like he was so committed to being a fatherly figure, whether it was on screen or off screen, to both of us, to Adria and I.
And I'm really happy about the film. It didn't try to duplicate the first one. It did its own thing. And this, just the representation is on point, especially when you're dealing. What I literally loved about it is you have a Cuban family and then you have a Mexican family who comes in and you see that dynamic, which is so real. And nobody's ever really captured that on screen where you show like, there's a little, competition when you come from different countries, right?
Yeah, in Hollywood's eye, I think it's really easy for them, and they've done this before, is categorize all Latinos under one umbrella term and immediately assume that we all have the same culture. But that's not the truth. I mean, I'm Peruvian, and I was the only Peruvian on set, really. So I got to witness Cuban culture up close for the first time, and Mexican culture up close. There's things I don't know about the cultures. So and that might come as a surprise to some people, but I'm not surprised. And like I don't know anything about it, but I got to have my first ropa vieja on set in that one scene, and it's now my favorite Cuban dish. And I love it with my little plátano maduro on the side. And it's just, I got to learn so much from both of them, Gloria and Andy. And Gloria being also like half politician who runs like everything. She also taught me a lot about the political state of Cuba, and I feel more involved in it, and I care and invested than learning from the internet. You know, she firsthand, she cares, and it really shows.
Wow. And you play this burgeoning fashion designer. I mean, could you relate? Is that something that interests you at a little bit?
I love fashion. I really do. I think it's a great opportunity to dress up and be whoever you want to be. And I tend to embody the outfits that I put myself in. And with Cora, the amazing costume designer Caroline, she was such a visionary, and I literally think she predicted the trends for this year, and a year behind. Like she was able to predict the trends, the long flowy kind of shorts that are a little baggy, like that's also a trend now. And she also did a great job designing the dress. She taught me how to sew using a sewing machine. I hadn't ever learned that before,
Oh,
so
wow.
this was an amazing opportunity for me. And I mean, it's just so fun. It reminded me why I love acting again.
Yeah, I really love the clothes. It really, as soon as we see you, you're like, okay, we already know what kind of girl she is. Like, she's independent.
Yeah,
It was
she's a
great.
unique character, and
Yeah,
she changed my personal wardrobe too. Caroline, through her work of Cora, inspired me to change my own personal wardrobe, which I think hopefully has the same impact on people watching the movie. Who
it
knows?
does. Well, thank you so much. I love the outfit. Looks cool.
Thank you,
Very
thank
different.
you. Very
Lovely. Beautiful. Hasta luego.
Hasta luego. Bye.
Bye.